Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are going to be replacing an AC line on the '06 Dodge Ram 3500 dually with the 5.9 Cummins in it. I was driving down the road a couple weeks ago and it blew while I was going down the road. I thought my radiator blew because it was just like at such high pressure it looked like white mist, kind of like antifreeze if you ever have blown a radiator before. Anyway, pulled over freaking out thinking I was going to be stuck on the side of the road, but luckily it was just the AC line. So we're going to replace that today. All right, so I went ahead and I removed my intake pipe here to get better access. I removed the wheel well. To disconnect this line here, you are going to need possibly a blowtorch to heat up this side a little bit. Don't overdo it. There's O-rings here, okay? And then you use a 3/4 inch disconnect tool pushed up in there. Wiggle that joker down, holding this side with like a rag or something after you heated it up. Okay. I pulled my wheel well because there's a sensor on this line and it has one of those little red clippy things in it. And being that this truck's old, I mean, it's 2006, most of the plastic is dry rotted. So when I tried to pull the red clip out, it broke and I had to use a pick tool to get it out to eventually get this off. It was just being a pain in the ass. And then we have let me see if I can get a good look at it. There is a bolt there on the back of the AC compressor. That's the AC compressor where my finger's pointing in the back side of it there. I don't know what size that is yet. I'll tell you whenever I come back, but the front side connecting, it's the top one. And this is a 13 millimeter. I've already gotten that loosened up, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this off. We have the back piece disconnected already, obviously, and then I'm going to get it disconnected from the back of the AC compressor, and it should just slide right out. I'll be back. Okay, so this is the back side of the AC compressor, oil pan, passenger side of the truck. All right, and if you look, there's a little bit of a gap there. I'm going to try to get my screwdriver in there and pry it off, just like that. All right. It just fell on me. All right, so now that this is disconnected, that's a 10 millimeter bolt that connects this. The top's disconnected, the front's disconnected with a 13 millimeter nut. Let's just go fish this out and we're gonna fish the new one in. I'll be back. Well, you know how they say you don't know what you don't know? Well, pulling out this wheel well turned out to be a double positive. So that line here, sorry, this line here that connects up here to the top, it just pulled right down right here. And then I had to disconnect the sensor for, what actually is that sensor? I don't know. I disconnected one of the pigtails because it was wrapped around this pipe, and the other one should just fish down and we'll pull it out through the wheel well. Make sure to lubricate those threads before you start putting this sensor on. You'll ruin the O-ring. I already ruined one, but luckily I got one of these handy dandy sets right there. Anyway, I would also suggest, sorry for the wind, it just started, but leaving all these safety caps on because you don't want dirt and shit in your AC lines. All right, so that's one hell of a game of Tetris. Once you figure out how to snake it back in there the same way you took it out. I had the most problems with getting this one back on. I had to because this is at like a weird angle, but yeah, had to bend this a little bit and make sure nothing was rubbing, because on the old one here, that's where she blew. Almost looked like it was rubbing into the plastic over here on the radiator. Anyway, got this piece connected, got the piece back on it. Now I am going to put everything back together and recharge the AC system with a vacuum pump and all that jazz, but that'll be a separate video. All right, so I hope this helped you out. Peace.